God bless, Yegor Yevlampovich. Vasilisa.
Howdy! I thought you decided never visit my izba ever again. Is the demons there? Why don't you tell me some more about that silly superstition of mine, huh?
Well, what can I say? I was wrong, Yegor Yevlampovich. Help us, fools. Well, I'll be waiting for you in my church.
I think we should inspect that cow. I have a bad feeling about it.
All right, Grandpa. Let's get going.
Yegor's chorts fuss in the backyard, arguing and chattering like a flock of magpies. You notice that some of them smear radishes with soot, while others wash them off, trying to outdo one another. Having noticed your interest in the chorts, old Yegor tells you of an old theory of his. According to his logic, a learned chort is better than 3 unlearned. The cold night is filled with hundreds of sounds. Demons and wood chorts swoop under the wide fir branches. Owls hunt for nimble mice. Graveyard grasses whisper something from beneath the gloomy silhouettes of the Galbets at Mikhail's crossroads. Old Yegor stops and crouches down, looking at something on the dry earth.
Look, all this time and your circle is still visible? I wonder if I can find mine from the time I took the hat.
Oh, Vasya, Yegor Yevlampovich, you came. I don't know what to do. I've read all the prayers I know. I haven't seen such horrors in years. Who could have done something like that to animals? No less than a monster.
Tell me where you found the animal.
In the old chapel, in the cemetery. Hardly anyone visits there, and even fewer now. So it's still there, by the altar. What is this scourge upon our Riest? What devil tortures us? Lord, forgive us.
Have you noticed anything else unusual?
Well, people are scared to go to the cemetery. It's haunted. People were about to ask you for help, but I assured them that you would drop by soon enough.
Where's the chapel the cow was killed in?
Well, in the church cemetery. Something was amiss there long before this happened. Strange knocking and scratching. It sounded as if it were coming from beneath the ground. That's why folk rarely go there.
All right. We'll see what demon you have over there.
In the meantime, find the payment in the church bins.
Rest assured, Yegor Yevlampovich. I'll do that.
At the crossroads of 2 trade routes, you see the annual fair. Despite the late hour, trading is still taking place. Perhaps you might buy something for your journey. A multitude of goods can be found. Prianics, as well as a variety of magic trinkets. There's something for everyone here.
Buy an amulet and a trinket. Buy a potion, then drink it. You'll be as healthy as a boar, demons fleeing from your roar.
Jesus Christ! Oh, you don't need to look at this. I will deal with the animal and you look around. Try to find some clues. What kind of demon are we dealing with here?
You notice strange, bloody tracks, as if human tracks got mixed with that of a bird.
Have you looked around?
I've already looked around. Here. And I found some tracks here.
And the bones. I don't like this, Vasya. Let's try to open up the old tracks. Wait while I whisper over your discoveries. Here. Let's follow it. I had a feeling the other day. A bad omen, this find.
You find the bloody piece of a shroud. You pick it up, but it crumbles in your fingers, as if it has been lying here for decades.
Let's find out, Vasilisa.
You notice strange, bloody tracks. The trees near the ruined grave stand frozen in silence. You look down. The black hole leads deep underground. A name half erased can still be read. Prokopy.
I knew it.
You hold up the swaying Yegor.
I was young and experienced. It didn't completely disable him. The cursed Yeretnik broke free. Prokopy, you!
Know nothing about us, demon.
No, girl. It's you who knows nothing about us. Isn't that right, Yegorka? I've taught you well. You're the same as me.
You say you and Grandpa are alike.
Don't you dare to compare us, Prokopy!
Really? The demon told me everything. Oh, whatever they whispered to you. Whatever they advised to you at the end of your miserable life.
How did you survive here?
You were young, Yegor, inexperienced. Didn't know how to kill me. And now it's too late, Daddy. Even I look better. I haven't aged a minute for the past 30 years. Look at my palace. Truly a sight to behold, is it not?
How did you build all of this?
Simple. My teeth and nails turned to iron over time. They were indeed pleasant tools to work with in my grave.
That's enough of you, demon!
I didn't know how to destroy you then, but now I do.
You can't overcome two Khulduns, Prokopy.
I've been waiting for this over 40 years. Don't underestimate me.
Now he's going to hell for sure. Quick, remember what you need to do?
So, how do I dispose of the restless dead so that it is certain he passes to the afterlife? Pierce his heart with an ashen stake.
That's a wise option, but the heart has long since rotted away. Oh well, then we'll break his spine, nothing to it. If I had been smarter then, it wouldn't be here now. Good. We dealt with it swiftly, before it had the chance for mischief.
Prokopy said you have identical staffs.
His was from a horn. I took it. Added to my sins. He also obtained one for himself, made out of moose horn. You need to take this one, of course, if you don't fear his retribution.
You take Prokopy's old staff.
You have chorts left. I thought you gave them all to me, along with the book.
Almost all. Left some to myself. They have their uses, you see. I'll find use for them yet.
Let's deal with Prokopy, Grandpa.
Right. He could rise at any moment. Demonic force. Pooh.
You neutralize Prokopy, and the Chorts help to cover his grave with dirt. There is now a crater in place of a grave. You've seen similar during your travels. Were they the result of unclean dead like this?
How are you feeling, Grandpa?
What do you mean? I'm fine. Is this about Prokopy? So, how's the progress going on your seals?
Soon they all will be gone. I think we can make it in time.
A ray of light from a suddenly opened door of the village shop pierces the darkness. A young lad with an accordion strapped across his back runs into the street. A moment later, a shop owner emerges, spewing curses and chasing after the musician. You are somewhat familiar with the accordion player. This dashing youth is often invited to Vichorkas and celebrations. The merchant spits on a neighbor's hen in frustration, knowing he won't be able to catch the musician.
That scoundrel! Sure, take him! He'll pay me back, he says. I know all about him paying back. I won't see a half kopeck until Christmas.
I need to get to a pothouse somewhere in these parts. Is it far?
Oh, girl, don't go there. That's a bad place. Buried him. Well, the pothouse is to the north. You won't miss it. Fedьka, the accordion player, must have gone there. That rascal! That scoundrel! Sure, take him! He'll pay me back, he says. I know all about him paying back. I won't see a half kopeck until Christmas.
I know this man. Should I get him back for you?
If only you could. I know him as well, but still.
Behind those barns? Any idea how to perform divinations? I fear something might go wrong.
Nothing bad will happen to them. Sure, take them. Youngster, have no patience. Can I help you? Get going.
But what if I wanted to buy something?
Yeah, right. The devil you roaming around at night. Get lost.
The merchant shuts the door in front of you. You can only continue on your way. The black shape of this Avin looks like a beast ready to pounce. When you peek through the slightly open door, you gasp. Aviniks have stuffed the children into the stove and are arguing about something.
Let us into your ravine, kind host.
Which? I can sense Galdoons from a mile away. Well, come in. You've already invited yourself. Or could it be you who also came to grab a bite? Come on. Take off the icons. They're nasty to the touch.
I came for the children. They're my prey. The merchants send them to hell? I know, and their chorts send me precisely for that reason. The real chorts, mind you, not some household spirits. These Aviniks want to see chorts. Well, I know where I can get plenty of those. Well, look at this!
You open your pistir, and several annoyed chorts spill out of it. The panicked Aviniks hide in dark corners. After the Aviniks disappear, the children return to their senses. They remember what happened, only in part. You remind them of the necessities of a protective circle by properly boxing their ears. The silent village is getting ready to sleep. There are lights in some windows, and from time to time, you see peasants going about their business. You give her part of the money that the Vadinoi's servant gave you. It will be just enough to order a prayer. The grateful peasant woman gives you some healing herbs for the road. After some thought, you ask her to light a candle for a certain Rusalka that you know. Tells you that it is a wicked place for wicked people. As it turns out, the bandits have become even noisier as of late, but no one has seen them in nearby villages. One of the people you talk to crosses himself and tells you that there's something demonic going on in this pothouse. With a shaky voice, he tells you about a logging area to the west. You can't get anything else out of him. You hear the lingering sounds of songs long known to you. At one of the izbas, you see a late-running Vichorka. It may be worth stopping to listen for a while. You sit by a house and dissolve in a deep song. On the frozen logging site, everything is silent, even birds and insects. Knowing this to be a sign of evil spirits, you open your book. Several fat logs are lying on the glade ahead of you near an old fire, and some items are scattered about it. By the roots of a notably large fallen pine, you see the mouth of a hole. You feel the stench of death in the air. It seems no one has been here for a long time. You find someone's ledger by the fire. Reading it, you find regular sacrifices to the Vadinoi and other, more sinister expenses that you try not to think about. The last record is dated more than a week ago. The closer you get to the logging site, the stronger the smell of decay. You recoil involuntarily when you spot the bodies, stuck into the rough holes in the trunks, as if into coffins. Overcoming your disgust, you inspect the corpses. Many of the dead have weapons. It would appear they used to be bandits. You find a purse with rubles on one of them and take it without remorse. Someone's figure stands black at the forest's edge. You can't make out who's waiting for you on your way. You clutch your book tighter. A human voice answers you. You come closer and recognize the accordion player you met from Saltanova village.
Vasha, I knew it was you in the village. Play for a birthday, I think.
Fedka plays a riff on his accordion.
I think if I bring a present along, they'll pay me more.
Who called you there?
God knows. The other night I met some lad by my izba. Come to the bud house, he says. Gave me some money in advance and promised more afterwards.
Why couldn't you buy sweets with that money?
I hid them away right after, just in case. Come on, don't fret. I'll pay it back later.
To a pot house, you say? Have you been there before? What kind of place is it?
No, I haven't. It used to be an abandoned izba. Now I hear that each night it becomes a noisy pot house. So it must be fun. Oh, a fine pot house it must be.
I've heard wicked people reside there.
I don't care. Even Church won't hurt an accordion player.
Really, you haven't met Chorts. You wouldn't know if you did.
Not everyone is brought up by a knower.
God help you. I have business of my own.
Wait, where are you going yourself?
Has several loaves of bread in their hands, which they are throwing into the river, and watch as they drift downstream. The musician calls out to them and strides confidently towards them.
Well met, Nekrasova. What are you doing here? Feeding the fishes?
They're looking for a drowned man. He can be found where a loaf sinks, so they say.
Yes, one man from our village went missing. We can't find him. But what can we do to make him drift ashore? Tell us if you know.
If you want to ransom him from Yovodinoy, you'll need coins for that. Throw an odd number of each time, 3 or 15.
How much money will it take? Where can we get that amount? We struggled even to get this bread.
Here, take this. It's not much, but it should do.
Well, Vasya, quite a wealthy girl you are.
You pass a small settlement that has no name yet. On the village edge, you notice a fat barrel rolling to the west. At the crossroads of two trade routes, you see the annual fair. Despite the late hour, trading is still taking place. Perhaps you might buy something for your journey. A multitude of goods can be found. Prianics, as well as a variety of magic trinkets. There's something for everyone here.
Low prices, come and see for yourself. Buy some herbs and other goods I've brought for you from the woods.
The players are carried away by a game of Durak. The players are carried away by a game of Durak.
I can tell a mighty scary story. Might make your hair stand on end.